And we're back here at Toll Sports Live, and right now we have Late Night Thrills and Kron Daddies here in Kronum. Right now the score is 6-4. Kron Daddies in the lead.
6-6 actually.
It is actually never correction. It is 6-6 now.
Game 2 of our Kronum tournament today. These two teams getting their first action of the day. Pardon the noise there. And our referee, Scott Kennedy, doing a little bit of teaching as well, explaining the rules.
Once again, these players, these Kronum players, are still pretty new to the game. And it was off the crown there for Late Night Thrills.
The Kron Daddies are in the dark blue, which they're calling black, so we'll call them black. And the light blue is LTR. Couple of 13-minute halves. We're in the first half.
And right now it will be Black's ball. Kron Daddy's ball, and is a goal for Kron Daddies. It's 2-pointer now. It's 8-6 Kron Daddies. Right now Late Night Thrills has the ball. Late Night Thrills. They keep it in, LTN as we're going to call them. And it's cleared out.
Well, we both messed it up. I called them LTR and you called them it's LNT, I guess.
Yeah, we'll call them that. LNT.
LNT.
Comes LNT down the field. The shot and is over the chamber, and it'll be Kron Daddy's ball. And they're just telling you, the referee was telling the players, if you miss it, you gotta chase it.
Yeah, you don't see that in a lot of sports. Chase your own misses.
Here comes Kron Daddies down the field. It's Kron Daddies.
The Kron Daddies is in black.
LTN, LNT. And it is an LNT goal.
Looks like one only for that.
So it's still Kron Daddy's lead. And it was a travel on the play there for Kron Daddies. And here's LNT now. LNT is saved by Kron Daddies. Wedge back.
Kron Daddies is in black.
Oh, my. It's going to take me a little bit to get these teams down.
As I've told Brady already off the air, you know, now that he's got a game under his belt, he's one of the top 10 Kronum broadcasters in the world, probably.
Probably the only 10 Kronum broadcasters in the world.
Setting up for a penalty shot, got to be taken from the point where the wedge zone intersects with the prime ring. You can leave it there and take a set shot, or you can approach like this gentleman's doing.
There's Kron Daddies, and it will be a 3-pointer there. It is 11-7 Kron Daddies. Right now, here's Late Night Thrills, LNT. And here's LNT. And here's LNT, and it's off the crown. LNT still with the ball, and it is just wide, and it will be Kron Daddy's ball.
And we'll continue to explain the rules of Kronum as we go along, in case you didn't tune into the first game. There's a square area in front of every goal where you cannot handle it. It's called the wedge zone. You can't use your hands in the wedge zone. It extends
right now here's
all the way out to the prime ring.
Kron Daddies with the ball. The shot, and it is off the crown.
A little excessive contact there, not called.
Here's LNT. Kron Daddies with the ball now. Here comes LNT. I mean, Kron Daddies, correction. Kron Daddies.
They didn't find anything they liked offensively, so they just switched quadrants and went for another goal. Good save.
It'll be L&T's ball. Once again, Kron Daddies is up 11-7 here over Late Night Thrills. Right now, here comes Late Night Thrills. L&T, the shot, and it is saved by Kron Daddies' wedge back.
Saved by Sean. It's the only guy I know out there.
Here comes Kron Daddies, and it is off the mark, over the chamber.
Well, I thought we were going to see our first example of chase your own shot, but there was a late night thriller over there to back him up.
And also to tell you, substitutions in Kronum are on the fly, and they are also unlimited here.
It looks like the late night thrills have 2 subs. I don't think the Kron Daddies have any. 10 players per team off the face.
That was a good save there.
Brady, you're a goaltender. You get them off the face ever?
I've gotten too many I can remember off the face.
As long as they don't go in, right?
Hey, I'll take it. Right now, here comes Kron Daddies on the ball. And here comes Kron Daddies. It is switched out. It'll be Kron Daddy's ball. Now, I'm not sure if we should call him KD, because that'll be a reference to Kevin Durant, sort of there. So I think we'll stick with Kron Daddies in L&T.
You know what? I heard them called Kron Daddies. Now, okay, maybe it is Kron Daddies, but I don't know. Kronum, Kron, I don't know. It seems like Kron Daddies makes more sense, so that's what we're
Because
going
what's a Kron? What's a Kron Daddy?
Either way, we're in the late stages of the first half. 7-point lead for the Kron Daddies. Good deflection. There you see an example of a player in the wedge that used his hands. On defense, you can use your hands to block. So good knowledge of the rules there, using his hands to get in the way of that shot. You just can't handle it on defense in the wedge zone. And on offense, you can never use your hands in the wedge zone.
Here's Late Night Thrills, L&T with the ball.
Stepped on the line. So he's got the ball in his hands, and then he stepped on the line into the wedge zone, so that's illegal touching. Or hands in the wedge zone is what it's called.
And now here's Kron Daddies with the ball, but they throw it out and it'll be L&T ball.
They got a warning there for a bad throw. I'm not positive if that was what the warning was for.
And here's L&T now with the ball. Right now, still scramble for the ball. L&T comes out with it and is just wide for L&T, and it will be Kron Daddy's ball. Or like they want to be called Kron Daddies. Here's Kron Daddies. That's what we're going to call them from now on. And it is through the chamber, and it'll be a 4-point for Kron Daddies.
Well, that is a break, huh? Off the wedge back and right through the ring.
So now it's 14-7 Kron Daddies. And it is through the chamber now, and now it is now 14-11 Kron Daddies.
Right, back-to-back 4-point shots. So each team with a 4-pointer.
And it's short-sided there for the Kron Daddies.
Nice shot. 17-11.
So 17-11 here at Kron Daddies. Is saved by Kron Daddies wedge back. Here's Late Night Thrills with the ball. And with about 30 seconds left in this first half, with the score
17-11.
17-11 Kron Daddies. We've been having some technical difficulties with our scoreboard here.
Let's not blame the scoreboard. You can blame the mouse operator. That's me.
Yeah.
Poor mouse skills. Or you can blame the mouse.
Just blame the mouse. But it's a beautiful day. Everybody looks like they're having a good time playing some Kronum.
And we're having a good time broadcasting some Kronum. I'm going to get out there in a couple of games actually and do some refereeing as well. So get another perspective on the game, maybe learn a little bit more. Got a penalty shot coming up.
Here's it for Late Night Thrills. The shot, and is a save by Kron Daddies wedge back. And that will be halftime with the score, Kron Daddies 17, Late Night Thrills 11. And this is Brady Hochman on Total Sports Live. And we're back here at Total Turf Live with some Kronum action. The Kron Daddies versus the Late Night Thrills. The score is 17-11 here in the second half. It's been this is the second game today of this Kronum tournament. And if you're just tuning in, I hope you'll enjoy some Kronum action here.
You've got Kron Daddies are in the dark blue.
Oh, and that was a nice play there. And it's off the crown, and it will be. Let's see, I think it might be a penalty shot here for the Kron Daddies.
Do believe so. That's the Kron Daddies in the dark blue. Late Night Thrills is in the light blue. Actually, we're calling it black. Kron Daddies in black.
And then the Late Night Thrills LNT. And here's the shot. It is off the post, and now against the Kron Daddies, but they pick it back up. Here comes the Kron Daddies. The shot is in the goal, and it will be a two-pointer there for the Kron Daddies. So it's now 19-11 Kron Daddies. Late Night Thrills has the ball now. The shot is saved by the Kron Daddies wedge back. Be their ball.
10 players per team, and the wedge backs rotate from offense to defense.
Oh, and they almost tried the alley-oop there. And it will be, what was that, a one-pointer?
One-pointer, yes. Kron Daddies get a point.
It'll be, and is now 20-11 Kron Daddies. And it is a two-pointer there for Late Night Thrills as well.
Two-pointer for
Late Night Thrills.
All right.
And here comes Kron Daddies, and you'll get a break there as it goes wide. So it's now 20-11 Kron Daddies.
20 to 13. I'm a little slow.
20 to 13. Late Night Thrills there.
We are getting better on the score updates, though.
Yep. And it's Late Night Thrills ball. LNT. The shot. And it's just wide.
Better hustle chasing that one down.
Just to remind you, there's some college students on these teams, and there's also some professional Kronum players here. And college students can come up with some pretty creative names as well.
Those kids.
And here comes the Kron Daddies.
See, to me, these college players are kids. To you, they're adults, huh?
They sure are to me. And it will be Late Night Thrills ball. They pass it in. Here they come now on the attack. Comes Late Night Thrills. They drop it down. Here comes Late Night Thrills. The shot, and it is a save there by the Kron Daddies wedge back. And it is a 2-pointer for the Kron Daddies.
4. And
4.
for LTR.
LNT.
LNT, whatever they are.
LNT.
20-17.
20-17 here. And the Kron Daddies still in the lead here. Well, LNT has cut down the lead to 3 here. And here comes Late Night Thrills. A nice pass there. So they still have the ball. And they almost caught the wedge back out of position there. So he gets back in. Here comes the Kron Daddies. The shot. And it is a save. And Bo, what a play there to follow up the rebound for the Kron Daddies. And it's now 21-17 here. The Kron Daddies is up. And here comes Late Night Thrills on the attack. It is a save by the Kron Daddies. Wedge back. Here come the Kron Daddy. LNT, correction. And here are the Late Night Thrills here. Down by 4. But still plenty of time left in the second half. They almost caught the wedge back out of position there.
Again, smart play, blocking with the hands in the wedge zone. Loud on defense. That looks like a foul.
Now and
there you go. You can hear the referee loud and clear. Fouls taken from the pivot in the middle.
Just makes our job easier when you hear the referee, so we don't have to tell you every foul here. Just to tell you, we're also new to Kronum. So are most of these players still. Once again, the Kron Daddies lead 21-17 over LNT. Here at Total Turf Sports Live. Here comes Late Night Thrills, and is saved by the Kron Daddies wedge back. Just to tell you, the wedge back is probably the soccer or handball equivalent of the goalie. Just like here in Kronum, they're just called the wedge backs. But the difference is, the wedge backs can score. They'll join the attack when they have the ball. Right now, it is the Kron Daddies' ball.
They'll join the attack, but they've got to always stay pretty close to their own goal.
So they have probably one of the toughest jobs on the field. Here comes the Kron Daddies on the field now. Pick it back up, and they switch the fields. And it is saved by the Late Night Thrills wedge back. This is the second game today of this Kronum tournament. And it is, let's see, there's a 2-pointer there for the Kron Daddies. And it is now 23-17 Kron Daddies. Right now, Late Night Thrills has the ball. The shot. And is off the crown there right, for the Late Night Thrills. Now he's having some nice dribbling skills there, and had a lot of contact there. It'll be Late Night Thrills ball. LNT's ball now. They're dribbling up the field.
Forgot to start the clock on this half, but we've got to be under 5 minutes to go, I would imagine.
Once again, this is the second half here at Kronum, in Kronum Tournaments.
6-point lead for the Kron Daddies, but there's an 8-point shot available. So
if they take the 8-point shot, which is called the Kronum, then they'll have the lead.
Easier to take than to make.
But in the last game, one of the Rowan's one of the K&B's wedge backs made 2 of them.
That's right. They were crucial in that victory. They were behind most of that game, and they ended up winning by 3.
But both teams played a pretty good game. But both teams are still alive. This is once again a round-robin tournament.
I don't know that we're going to get into the 30s in this game. 23-17 with Black in the lead.
So what we're going to have is all the teams play each other. Then we're going to figure out some seeds, and then we'll put a bracket together, and then we'll figure out the finals from there. And it is off the crown, and it is a save, and it was a good save there from the Kron Daddies wedge back there.
Total Turf's own Sean Kelly.
Representing there. And it is a goal for Late Night Thrills, and it is a 2-pointer now. It is now 23-19 Kron Daddies. And it's another goal, and it is now 4. That one was a 4-pointer now. And now they're up now, 25-23 over the Kron Daddies.
And as you can see, it moves pretty quickly. I just looked down to update the score, and there's another goal and another shot. It moves pretty quickly, but 27-19 now, Black in the lead.
No, it was the Late Night Thrills.
What's that?
It's the Late Night Thrills who scored both of them. Wait, I'm not sure.
As has happened a couple times today, we're getting a little confused about the score, but I think we got 29-17 in favor of the Kron Daddies.
Oh,
we had it the whole way last game, and then we blew it at the end. 2 points there for LNT.
For the Late Night Thrills. So it's now 27-21 Kron Daddies. Kron, a very fast-paced sport, so it's tough to stick with the score. And if you stay until the end of the game, we'll keep you posted on the score. We'll try our best here to stay with the score throughout the game. So it's Kron Daddy's ball. Correction, Late Night Thrills, LNT here.
We haven't heard any time warnings yet, but they're still within a Kronum. I guess that's a certain thing to keep track of. They always talk about 1-possession game. If you're within a Kronum, it's a 1-possession game. Kronum being 8 points, shot through the crown ring from the middle or from the cross zone.
And we believe through the score on your screen right now, it would be 29-27 if Late Night Thrills would hit a Kronum. Correction now.
2 points.
The Kron Daddy just made a point and is now 29-21.
LNT.
LNT.
27-23.
27-23.
Oh, 4. 31. 31-23, Kron Daddies.
And the Late Night Thrills defender was all over the Kron Daddy. Here comes the Kron Daddies and a save by the Late Night Thrills wedge back.
You can tell there's a little bit of wind. You may hear that wind being picked up by our microphones, but it's a little windy out there.
It's not too bad. It's been a pretty sunny day, almost around 70 degrees. Yeah, pretty nice day, and I think it's going to be a good Kronum tournament here at Total Turf.
Kron Daddy's trying to put the finishing touches on a first game victory, up by 6. Make that 8, up by 8.
And it is Kron Daddy's ball here. Kron Daddies have the ball. And He tries saves it, but it's just out. But a good effort there by the Kron Daddies. But here he's got to get back in position and is out for on the late night thrills shot. Will be.
Sounded like a minute 45 to go. So the LNT still within a Kronum, down by 8. They don't have the ball though.
And it's the Kron Daddy's ball, and it's over Total Turf's own Sean Kelly. You know, he did well so far. He's been doing pretty well so far as the Kron Daddy's wedge back.
And he's always going to merit special attention from the broadcasters, seeing as he's the only guy we know out there.
And the late night throws have the ball. And he switches the ball out wide, but a good job right there by the Kron Daddies to get back. And we heard from the referee 1 minute left in the game. And by our score is 31-23 Kron Daddies. But still, once again, the late night throw is still in reach of a Kronum. Now to tie the game up.
Yeah, they're going to have to play some defense and get the ball back, and then look for a high-scoring shot.
And here come the Kron Daddies on the field. Correction, they're on the attack. Both teams are on the field.
Right.
Here come the late night thrills. And a save there by the Kron Daddies wedge back, and they're playing some tough defense here.
It goes for the Kronum. I think that was deflected.
And you hear the countdown from the referee. And that's game. And let's check the score. And there it is right there, we believe. It is 31-23 Kron Daddies. And that's the final. And this is Brady Hochman on Total Sports Live.
We'll double check that score before we leave this broadcast. We'll make sure that we have the right score. But looks like Kron Daddies, the victors in Game 2. We'll have Game 3 coming right up. But we'll stay with you until we verify that score.
And now we're back here at Total Sports Live, and the score you saw there is correct, and it's 31-23 the Kron Daddies, and that's the final.
That's right. You're seeing the beginnings of the very next game, but we'll put this one in the books as a Kron Daddies 31-23 victory, and we'll see the Kron Daddies in action right now in their next game against Rowan. These teams Rowan lost their first game, so we'll see that one next. Stay with us here on Total Turf Live.